really, I can't even like keep it together. I just gotta keep it. It's only because of the grace of God that I can stand here and tell you, because in the beginning, the first half of your sermon, I was like, that's not how my story went.
Yeah.
That's not how my story went.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of us in the Tongan culture, I know a lot of the young girls that are not here today, that I wish were here today to hear how big the grace of God is and how possible, how able He is to change the direction of what you think you're going. Like, just because it looks ugly in the beginning, God can change that around. He's so able. He's so able. And I know a lot of us women, we go through a lot. And when I heard her just say the second half, I was just like, I had to saturate in that for a little bit and just be like, God, your grace is literally what my marriage is living on. And it's just so real to me. It's just a lot to explain. But basically, me and my husband, we got together pretty fast. I'm not going to go into any detail, but my dad is a strong man.
Yeah.
And I grew up really close to my dad, and you never really understand the love of your parents, especially if you're rebellious, really strong, independent. That's how I was when I grew up. I was like, whatever I want to do, let me just do me. Okay? I don't want to hear anything from nobody, especially from my parents. My parents always wanted us to do something. I was like, I'll do my own thing, especially when I was in high school. I was like, let me just do me. In America, we could do whatever we want. 18, let me do me. They wanted me to go to Bible school. I tried, and it didn't last too long. I came back home. That's the reality of it. It's the reality of life. It's not going to be perfect. It's not. But the grace of God is perfect for us.
Amen.
And so I got with my husband. I met him, and we got together really fast. We got married, and it wasn't pretty. Initially we were supposed to wait. We wanted to wait it out, but we just wanted to just jump into it. I was like, I'm not going to wait. I don't want to do this dating thing. It was just, I'm not going to play that waiting game. I'm not going to do that. Let's just do it. So we got together, and the first year of our marriage, I think me and Lafayette Watson kind of got married at the same time almost. Yeah, it's weird. And so we got together, and it wasn't pretty. I learned a lot of things about my husband that I didn't know when we were dating, because we got together so fast. And that's what happens. You don't wait, you're going to find out things you don't know. And at the same time, I had got together with him when I was in an ugly place in my life. And then when we got together, I just wanted him to change his life, because, I was like, okay, I'm ready. Yeah. I'm committed. I want to stay committed, and now I want to go back to church. It doesn't work that way. And so when you, just like she said, it's not two anymore. Two become one. Amen? And so in the beginning, it was hard. It was rough. We learned a lot of things about each other that we didn't know. He learned a lot about me that he didn't know. And that was basically like, I'm still struggling in, is the submission. Oh my gosh, he tells me one thing, I'm like, no, you go do it, like, go get the kids. No, you go get the kids, you change the diaper, like, it's like the submission thing. But God shows, like there are just little things that God can just fix throughout the whole thing, like little things like that. But the submission thing was a huge thing for me that I learned today. And then just waiting. Young ladies, if you're single, wait and take your time and look for that right person. We got together and all that stuff happened, and now 5 years later, I can honestly say that God's grace, we've matured so much, we've grown so much. And my husband, he's not perfect, and he's a Seahawks fan. We just won that game. Go Seahawks! Yay! And so, anyways, he's not perfect. And he has a lot of struggles, but I know that my God is so big, and that he has a purpose, and I'm just praying and waiting for that purpose to be fulfilled. I don't care. Some people could probably look at me and be like, they don't match. That doesn't go. I do not care. God cares about his soul. He matters, okay? So if you're with somebody that does not know God, stay with them. Be consistent in prayer. God can change his life, and next thing you know, we'll see him probably up here. You never know. God can do anything, and he cares. his soul, her soul, it matters to him. Amen? And so I just wanted to say that, and I want to be an encouragement to people out there. If your brother or your sister went through something similar, I didn't have a perfect beginning in my marriage, but God is able. Tell them God's grace is sufficient for them, and that he has mercy. It doesn't matter. You can make as many mistakes as you want. He wants you. He loves you. He loves your children. He has a plan for you, and it's so much bigger than what you think, you see around that's going on around you. God is so much bigger than that. And I just wanted to say that. And thank you so much for the time for me. Amen.
Amen.